Hello, and welcome back to English Daily Lessons. If you clicked on this video because you want to learn how to talk about habits in English, you are absolutely in the right place. We're going to teach you simple, natural English you can use every day.
Hi, everyone. We're so happy you're here with us today. On this channel, we help you practice real, everyday English, slowly, clearly, and naturally.
Before we begin, if you enjoy lessons like this, please remember to subscribe and like this video. It really helps our channel grow, and it helps more English learners find these lessons.
Thank you so much. Now, today, we're talking about habits, things we do every day, every week, the little actions that make our routines.
Speaking of routines, wow, what a beautiful day today. The sun is shining, the air feels fresh. It actually made me smile on my way to the studio.
Oh, same here. I love days like this. They make everything feel lighter. Did you walk here from home?
Yes, I did. I walked slowly, enjoyed the weather, and I even saw a bunch of people relaxing in the park. It was a nice start to the day.
That sounds lovely. I walked here too, actually. I often listen to music while I walk. It makes the walk feel even nicer.
What kind of music do you usually listen to?
Hmm, I usually listen to pop music. Something light and easy to sing along with.
Nice. Same here. But in the morning, I sometimes listen to the news. Just to know what's happening in the world.
The news? That sounds a little too serious for early morning.
I know, but it's a habit now. I like staying updated.
Honestly, that's actually a pretty good habit. Maybe I should try it too. So, what are your plans after we finish recording today?
After this, I think I'll go to a cafe, relax, drink a nice cup of coffee, and probably eat a slice of cake.
Ooh, that sounds perfect. Can it come with you?
Of course, you are always welcome.
Fantastic. Now I'm really excited for after the show. But first, we have a wonderful topic for our viewers today.
Yes, habits. Not just your habit of inviting yourself for cake, but real, daily habits everyone can talk about in English.
All right, let's begin. What exactly is a habit?
A habit is something you do again and again, without thinking too much about it. It's almost automatic, like a reflex.
Like a robot.
Not exactly a robot, but yes, almost. For example, I always brush my teeth after breakfast. I don't think, should I brush my teeth today? No, I just do it automatically.
Right, it's part of your routine. My habit is I always drink a glass of water right after I wake up. It makes me feel fresh.
That's a very healthy habit. I should try that.
You should. Okay, let's talk about morning habits first.
All right. What's the first thing you do in the morning?
Well, the very first thing I do is open my eyes.
Very funny. After that,
Okay. After I open my eyes, I always check my phone. I know, not the best habit.
oh, I do that too. I check the time, notifications, messages, all before I even sit up.
Same. But my doctor says it's a bad habit. The phone light is not good for the eyes first thing in the morning.
He's probably right. All right, what's a good morning habit you have?
A good one. Well, I always make my bed every single morning. It makes my room look tidy and it makes me feel organized.
Really? I sometimes make my bed, but not always, especially when I'm in a hurry.
For me, it's important. A tidy bed equals a tidy room. That's my thinking.
That's a good habit. What about breakfast? Do you have breakfast habits?
Yes, actually. My breakfast is very simple. I usually eat toast with butter, and I always drink tea. Never coffee.
Every day the same thing.
Almost every day. It's simple, comfortable, familiar.
My breakfast changes. Sometimes yogurt with fruit, sometimes cereal, but I always drink coffee. I cannot start the day without it.
In part 2, we'll talk about how we travel to work, our daily habits at work, and some funny bad habits too. So don't go anywhere. Part 2 is coming up next.
Before we move to part 2, if you're enjoying this lesson, please like this video and subscribe to English Daily Lessons. It helps us so much, and it means we can create more lessons for you. All right, let's continue. Now that we talked about mornings, let's move on to travel habits. How do you usually go to work?
I usually walk to work. My office is not far from my home, so walking is easy, healthy, and free.
That's a wonderful habit. Walking every morning feels good. What about on days when it rains?
On rainy days, I still walk, but I walk fast. Otherwise, I get soaked.
I get that. Well, I usually take the bus to work, but on Fridays, I often drive my car.
On Fridays? Why Fridays?
Because on Friday after work, I often do big grocery shopping. It's much easier with a car. Otherwise, I'd be carrying 10 bags like a superhero.
Yes, that makes sense. So that's a weekly habit, something you do every Friday.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about work habits. What is something you always do at your job?
At work, I always make a list of things to do. I write my tasks one by one, and I follow my list.
That's very organized. I sometimes make a list, but I often lose it.
That is not a good habit, my friend.
I know. Another bad work habit I have. I am often late for meetings.
Late. Why?
I always think I have more time. Then I look at the clock and say, "Oh no, run!" And I run to the meeting room. Not a great habit.
You need a new habit. Try arriving 5 minutes early.
5 minutes early? That sounds like a superhero mission.
Just try. Now, let's talk about evening habits. After work, what do you usually do?
After work, I usually feel tired. So I always sit on my sofa for about 10 minutes and do absolutely nothing.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I should try that.
After my 10 minutes, I often go to the gym.
You go to the gym after work? That is impressive. I never go to the gym.
Never? Then what do you do for exercise?
My exercise is walking to the kitchen, walking to the bus stop, and walking back home.
That's not exercise.
I know, it's a bad habit. I need to change that.
So at the gym, I usually run on the treadmill and sometimes I lift small weights. Then I go home and cook dinner.
You cook dinner every day?
Not every day, maybe 3 times a week.
Ah, okay. I don't cook often. I usually order food.
That's not always a bad habit, but it can be expensive and sometimes not very healthy.
True, but cooking for one person feels boring sometimes.
I get that. Sometimes I cook a lot of food and then eat the same thing for 2 days.
That's smart. Okay, after dinner, what do you do?
After dinner, I always wash the dishes. I really hate dirty dishes in the kitchen.
Oh, I have a different habit. I often leave the dishes in the sink and wash them the next morning.
That is a terrible habit.
I know, but it's still my habit.
After dishes, I usually relax. I often watch a TV series or a movie.
What kind of movies do you like?
I usually watch comedies. I like to laugh.
Nice. I often watch sports, football, basketball, but sometimes I also watch documentaries about animals.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
In part 3, we'll talk about nighttime routines, weekend habits, bad habits, and some very funny stories. Don't miss it. Part 3 is coming right up.
All right, let's move on to something everyone has. Nighttime habits. Pause.
Yes, before sleeping, I have a little routine. I always brush my teeth, of course. Then I read a book for about 15 minutes. It helps me relax.
That's a great habit. Reading before bed calms the mind. I also read before sleep, but sometimes I check my phone in bed. It's a bad habit. I know.
Same here. The phone light is so bad for sleep, and we both still do it.
We need to change that. Let's make a promise. No phones in bed tonight.
Okay, I promise. For one night.
Only one night? All right, baby steps.
Now, weekends. Weekends usually have very different habits. How about you? What do you do on weekends?
Oh, my weekend routine is very different. On Saturday morning, I always sleep late. Sometimes I wake up at 10 a.m., sometimes 11 a.m. It's wonderful.
11 a.m.? That sounds amazing. I wake up at 8 a.m., even on weekends. It's just my habit.
8 a.m. on a Saturday? That's too early for me.
I know. After waking up, I have a slow morning. I drink coffee and read the news. It's very peaceful.
Mmm, that does sound nice. On Saturday afternoons, I usually meet my friends for lunch.
That sounds fun. Where do you usually go?
We often go to a little restaurant near the park. The food is great, and we talk for hours.
Do you play any sports on the weekend?
Sometimes I play football with my friends, but not every weekend.
See? You do some exercise. Sometimes is better than never.
True. What do you do on Sunday?
Sunday is my cleaning day. I always clean my apartment. I vacuum the floors, clean the bathroom, wash my clothes.
Every Sunday? You're very organized.
I like a clean home. It makes me feel good.
I clean my apartment when it's dirty, maybe once every 2 weeks.
Well, that is also a habit. Not the best one, but a habit.
Now, let's talk about something fun. Bad habits. We all have them.
Oh, yes. This is my favorite topic. I have many bad habits. For example, I often bite my nails.
When do you do that?
Usually when I'm watching a scary movie or when I'm thinking about a problem.
I understand. I sometimes do that too.
Nobody is perfect. I also have another bad habit. I often lose my sunglasses.
How many sunglasses have you lost?
Maybe 5 or 6 pairs this year?
That is a very expensive bad habit.
I know.
My most expensive bad habit is buying coffee every day. I have a coffee machine at home, but I still go to the coffee shop.
Ah, that is expensive. You should make coffee at home.
You're right, but the coffee shop coffee is so good.
Habits are hard to change. So, how do we build new good habits?
I read that you should start very small. For example, if you want to run, start by just walking for 5 minutes.
That's good advice. And we need to be consistent every day.
Every day? That sounds difficult.
Not difficult. If you want to drink more water, just put a glass of water on your table in the morning.
Okay, I can do that. That's small.
Exactly. And if you want to read more, just read 1 page every night.
1 page. I can do that. Maybe I'll even read 2.
See? You're motivated now. So, what new good habit do you want to start?
I want to start eating fruit every day. I usually eat cookies, but fruit is better.
That's an excellent idea. You can buy a banana with your coffee.
Yes, 1 banana. Easy. What about you? What new habit do you want?
I want to call my family more often. I usually send text messages, but a call is more meaningful.
That is a beautiful habit to start. Your family will love that.
I think so too.
In Part 4, we're going to review important vocabulary like habit, always, never, usually, and more, so you can use them perfectly. Don't mess it. Part 4 is coming next. SFX, soft page flip. All right. Now that we've talked about morning habits, work habits, evening habits, and even some funny bad habits, let's take a moment to review some important vocabulary.
Yes, this vocabulary will help you talk about your habits clearly and naturally. Let's do a little mini review together.
SFX, soft page flip. Word 1. Habit. We said the word habit many times today, but what does it really mean?
A habit is a behavior you do regularly, automatically, without thinking too much, like brushing your teeth or drinking tea every morning. You don't decide, you just do it. It's automatic.
Right. For me, a habit is drinking tea every morning. I don't think about it. I just do it. It's automatic.
Perfect example.
Word 2. Always. Now, let's talk about always. This is a strong word. It means 100% of the time, every single time.
For example, I always lock the door when I leave home. Or, the sun always rises in the east. These things never change.
And the opposite of always is...
Word 3. Never. Never means 0%. It doesn't happen. For example, I never drink coffee for breakfast. I only drink tea.
And I never forget my morning coffee. It's impossible.
See? Always and never are very strong words. Word 4. Usually.
Next, the word usually. This is softer. It means most of the time, maybe 80 to 90%.
For example, I usually take the bus to work. That means you take the bus most days, but sometimes you might walk or take a ride.
Right. Not always, but often.
Word 5. Often. Often means many times. It happens a lot, but not as much as usually.
For example, I often go to the cinema. Not every weekend, but many weekends.
Exactly. Word 6. Sometimes.
Next, sometimes. This means on some occasions, maybe half the time, 50%.
For example, I sometimes eat chocolate for dessert. Not always, not never, just sometimes. Word 7. Routine.
And finally, the word routine. This is a very useful word.
A routine is like a sequence, the order of your habits. For example, my morning routine is I wake up, I brush my teeth, I make my bed, then I drink tea.
Perfect. It's like a story of your day.
Okay, let's quickly review everything we learned. Habit, always, never, usually, often, sometimes, routine.
These words are essential for talking about your daily life. If you learn them well, you can describe your habits very clearly.
Yes, and using these words is a very good habit for English learners.
Agreed. All right, before we move to the final part, let's do a quick example sentence for practice.
Pause. Okay, my healthy habit is I always go for a walk. My unhealthy habit is I sometimes eat too much fast food.
Great example. Now you try to think of one. We'll ask you to write it in the comments in part 5.
In part 5, we'll wrap everything up with a full summary. And then we'll ask you our question of the day so you can practice your English. Don't miss the last part. It's important. Speaker 1.
All right, we've talked for a long time today, but it was a great conversation about habits. Let's take a moment
Pause.
to think about everything we discussed.
Yes, let's do a quick, calm summary. Soft chime to help our viewers remember the most important points.
First, we learned that a habit is something you do regularly, almost without thinking. It can be good or bad, or sometimes just a little funny.
Sometimes habits were healthy, others not so healthy.
We also talked about work habits, like making to-do lists or being late for meetings.
Hey, no need to remind everyone about your bad habits.
I'm just giving examples.
And then we discussed evening habits, like cooking dinner, watching TV, or relaxing with a book before sleep.
We also mentioned weekly habits, shopping on Fridays, cleaning on Sundays, and how weekends can be completely different from weekdays.
Finally, we reviewed important words like always, never, usually, often, sometimes, habit, routine, healthy, unhealthy.
These small words are powerful tools. When you use them, you can talk about your daily life very clearly and naturally.
And we also learned something important. You can change your habits. You just need to start small, very small. Pause.
Drink 1 glass of water in the morning, read 1 page of a book, eat 1 piece of fruit. Small steps make big changes over time.
Yes, don't try to change everything on Monday. Just begin with one simple habit.
Okay, now it's your turn to practice. This part is very important for your English.
Pause. Today's question is, what is one good habit you have and one bad habit you want to change?
You can write something like, my good habit is I always study English for 10 minutes. My bad habit is I sometimes go to bed too late.
Or, my good habit is I usually eat vegetables for lunch. My bad habit is I never exercise.
Any answer is a good answer. Just write one sentence. We will read every single comment. It helps you practice, and we love learning about your lives.
And while you're writing your answer, if you enjoyed this lesson, please give it a like. It helps other learners find our channel.
And don't forget to subscribe to English Daily Lessons and click the bell so you never miss a new video. We post helpful English conversations every week.
Before you go, don't forget to check out another helpful lesson. You'll see a video on the screen. Just click it and keep learning with us. Soft whoosh.
Thank you for spending your time with us today. You are amazing learners. Keep practicing, keep improving, and remember, progress is a habit.
Beautifully said. We'll see you in the next lesson. Both. Goodbye. Gentle outro music fades in.